Mm-hmm. Demon home. Spaniard. Spaniard. All right, bastards. Gotta move. Welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. First show of the new year. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. This is the first show of the new year. I'm sorry, I was really busy at work with all the seasonal holidays that the unloved tend to come out and drink in abundance for. Um, as always, I start off the show by, giving y'all what y'all want, but I did gain 15 pounds. So let's just make this quick. I'm getting as big as the people that talk about me. All right, anyway. Happy New Year. I think this is the last day anyone's allowed to tell you Happy New Year. I think that day already passed. But since I haven't seen y'all, Happy New Year, and let's get right into the show. It's a lot to go over. In no particular order. Let's see what has been catching my eye on the internet. Let me make sure we're paired up. All right. I think I'm going to start with the most hated on person right now on the internet, and that's going to be Teyana Taylor. Teyana Taylor is having her moment. A lot of people's introduction to Teyana Taylor was MTV's show My Sweet 16. Since then, she went into music. She was with Good Music, Kanye's label at the time. From Good Music, the music industry, she went into acting, and from acting, she went into choreography. And in my opinion, she absolutely dominated every field. Now, we know that, but white people are not the determinants of who is the it factor, but they do have a lot of pull. And when they, start recognizing you, she's on the cover of Vanity Fair. Look at her. There goes my African American. She is on the red carpet. Look at her, shaped like me. She has a new Netflix original movie coming out with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. All this is going on at the same time. She won a Golden Globe for her role in that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not a liability.
This is her speech.
Our death is not too much. Our light does not need permission to shine. We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter, and our dreams deserve space. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, now this is my shout out to you, two bad bitches. I did take a 2-week hiatus, and I didn't think anyone would notice, but I had 3 people like, you hate us. No, I was just really working. So shout out to y'all, because y'all give me the little fume I know that people are watching me to keep going, right? So, Black Twitter is, you just got to know Black Twitter and use it for what you need to use it for. You can't take them seriously, and you can't let them determine what's successful either. So, we all on Black Twitter have this kind of water cooler talk about Halle Berry winning her Golden Globe for her role in Monster Ball, and no one was happy about it because they said she had to, in the movie, fuck a white man and be a white man's whore. So that's the only time a black person gets a Golden Globe, right? Full circle, Teyana Taylor, they said I didn't watch the movie yet, and you guys know I have ADHD, so probably will never. But here's my thing. This is what they're saying on Black Twitter. They're saying that Teyana Taylor was in the movie all of 15 minutes, and in the movie she's a white man's baby mama, and I didn't see it, but they're saying that her role was some kind of embarrassing black stereotypical role. Y'all are never happy, right? Y'all are never happy. Y'all never like no one. Everybody's fat, everybody's botched, everybody's this, everybody's Teyana Taylor, shout out to you. Take the award and go. I hope you're not one of those people that, look over your balcony and look down and see what the people in the peanut gallery are saying, because they are never happy. Take your award and go. If you, I hate to throw out the name. If you like Cardi and everything that people say gets a reaction, Once people see that they get a reaction on Twitter, they're going to keep on going. They're going to keep spewing the negativity. I'm going to, at some point, look at the movie and see where this talk is. But I don't care. I don't care. Them people are never happy. I just want to say that you look amazing. And this speech, I don't know if I spoke over it. You acknowledge the black girls. I love that. This is all I wanted.
My brown sisters and little brown girls watching tonight, our softness is not a liability. Our depth is not too much. Our light does not need permission to shine.
In a room full of honkies, make them uncomfortable. Yeah. In a room, I don't care what the award was for you being a janitor in the movie and the category was best sweep. Make them uncomfortable. Remind them you're black. Remind them that the blackness is going to always have to be talked about because y'all try to make them Twitter bums, let them be bums. But shout out to Tiana. And I think I'll watch the new one. I don't know what it's about. But the main point I'm gonna try to walk away with is that misery that them black folks have over on Twitter. Don't take it seriously. Shout out to you. All right, let's see what else is going on. Let me just get this out the way. So I haven't been on the internet for 2 weeks, and the last 2 weeks, it's all Cardi and Offset, Cardi and Offset, Cardi and Offset. Not them together, but separately, they're just as disappointing as they were together, right? So we all know, I'm gonna start calling him OffBet, because we all know that Offset has a gambling problem. I don't know how, because when you call the casino to see if they got a room, when you call about any gambling agency, they always prep your brain. Got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. I don't know if you guys gamble, but they always tell you, in the event that you have an addiction, call 1-800-GAMBLER. So it just progressively got worse. We got a little video, and I just found out today that was Bobby Shmurda who was standing with. So this is Offset in the casino, probably calling someone to borrow money. I need y'all to notice 2 things. The first, good afternoon, twin mom. The first thing, why do y'all be crackheads? And this is why I talk about smokers the way I do. And I know that every smoker is going to defend their addiction and say, well, y'all drink. All right, I don't need to have a drink before I eat, while I eat, after I eat, open up my appetite with a drink. Y'all just, hey, brown sugar babe, that's another person that was just like, hey, you hate us? Where's the show? Mama was busy. Mama gotta have a life too. Thank you, twin mom. You're smoking weed in the casino. You just got out of jail not too long ago. I don't know if you're on parole, but that's a parole violation. 90 days in the slammer if a cop feels like you got on their nerves. Why y'all just can't put down the blunt? That shit is annoying. Y'all see, what's the boy? Amber Rose, baby father, looks like a praying mantis. Why I don't know nobody's name, but I could describe them. Say the boy's name, Amber Rose, baby father, the praying mantis one. She only got one baby father. The smoker boy. He about to go get extradited back to the country that he did a performance. Wiz Khalifa, thanks for nothing, y'all. Wiz Khalifa, too late. Yeah, a day late and $1 short. Wiz Khalifa is about to have to do some jail time because he went over to one of them countries that have rules and guidelines, and he went there smoking. 2 things, right? I'm a Libra. My brain is always going to be all over the place trying to understand everybody's point of view. But at the end of the day, people suck. Why would y'all book a man that's only known for smoking if that is one of your regional don'ts, right? Y'all, what y'all bring the boy there for? He go there. He smoked on stage. They found him guilty. Let me see. I'm going to tell y'all what country it is. Wiz Khalifa going to jail for smoking. Yes, rapper Wiz Khalifa has been sentenced to 9 months in jail by a Romanian court for drug possession. The final decision was handed down December 25th. However, it is unclear if he will actually serve the sentence, as an extradition is considered highly unlikely. All right. Romania. Y'all know anything about Wiz Khalifa? I know 2 things. He's very malnourished, and he sure likes to smoke. What y'all call the boy over there for? Stop wasting people's time, right? Cool. Y'all are crackheads. Nonetheless, back to Bobby Shmurda and the boy, OffBet. Now, in the video,
We hanging out with the rappers.
smoking weed in the casino. The second thing I want y'all to notice, OffBet is wearing a Hard Rock Casino hoodie. When I say too deep in the trenches, what's the deal here? So he's a janitor in the daytime, take his check, cash it out, and gambles in the nighttime. Why is you? Why you wearing a Hard Rock? You that cemented. Anyway, so the boy Offset on the phone, it's urgent, begging somebody for money to keep on gambling, right? This is, y'all remember Little TJ? Little TJ was why I don't like Little TJ at all. I don't even know why I know him. I'm upset that I have to. Little TJ, months ago, came on the internet and let us know that Offset came up to him, see him at a gambling table. Yo, nephew, I'm down real quick. Send me $5,000. Never gave it back. Rumors in Atlanta, OffBet was behind some club that's no longer a club in Atlanta, a very popular club, gambling with Little Baby, ass betted when he lost, ain't had the money. Allegedly, Little Baby team had to get right with him, get some straightening. Don't they got a song called Straightening? Yeah, had to straighten him up. So he has a history of ass betting, not returning the money. Cardi, my baby daddy is amigo, your baby daddy is zero. Y'all got more in common. Now, that's just the first clip of Offset. That's the first time we seen him last week, right? They ain't not even done showing the boy at a casino. Like, he really has a problem. Everybody got a video, a little clip with OffBet at the gambling table.
Flexing the watch.
This bitch, we did $1 million. That's what that cost. We did.
Now, I'm going to start having to question these items. You got $1 million on your wrist, but you got to make emergency phone calls for $5,000. That's a Fisher Price watch.
Flexing the watch.
This bitch.
Maybe the Burger King watch. You remember back in the day, y'all probably too young for this. Burger King used to have these watches, the Simpson editions, and one was Homer, burger. That looked like the Homer Simpson watch. Not judging, I just not adding up with everything going on, right? So we see him. He probably asked these girls for money. They asked for a picture. I'll take a video with y'all. I need $5,000, right? That's the going. Gamblers gonna gamble, right? Then there's more. This is all a casino. That's the only place you want to see him. And then we actually got a video of him getting kicked out of a casino. Wish I had a budget where these clips could fly in, but they don't, so y'all gonna wait.
Just showing off.
So in that particular clip that we just saw, I'll bring it back one more time because it was really quick.
Now you're just showing off.
In that particular clip, allegedly, the boy is getting kicked from a table because he got some bad news, handled it very incorrectly. They called the managers down and told him he had to leave. Baby, talk about falling from graces, but you know what? I would love to say that is some kind of karmic happening, you know. All we know about Offset is that he does like pussy a whole lot, and marriage vows can't stop that. So I would like to accredit this very negative time in his life to karmic happenings. I don't know, don't care, but I got a show to do, right? So one more Offset situation outside of gambling. We have the prostitute. There's a prostitute. Her name is Selena Powell. She's getting them all. She's getting them all up out of here, right? But right now, she got OffBet by the balls, right? She has recordings of him. I want y'all to think about this. Recordings of him threatening his wife's baby daddy. The wife that he wasn't good to, that decided to could play that game. Now he's mad that she's pulling a him on him. And as a retribution to his ego, he wants to hurt the man that she's pulling a him on him with. That's the only way I could break this ghetto-ness down. I don't know what y'all be into. My mother and my daddy was married. I don't know this. They married too. I can't explain it. All right. So the prostitute, But my daddy wasn't sleeping with prostitutes. He was sleeping with unpaid women. Okay, that makes us a little bit better. Anyway, let me not live in here, right? Selena Powell, she got footage of the boy OffBet threatening his wife's boyfriend, baby daddy, because only one person can be a bad spouse, right? So where's the prostitute girl?
Said that Stefan went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her, like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. Mm-hmm. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days.
All right, there's two cups of teas that I'm gonna pass out with that video. That first cup of tea, that is green tea. That's a fat burner. That is a video of Selena Powell saying that legally the hospital forced the new baby, the football baby, to have Offset's last name because while you're legally married, they don't allow boyfriends to claim the baby. It has to be the husband's baby. We know you love your boyfriend, but you married, right? So allegedly, this caused Stefan, which is spelled Offset backwards. Don't ask me how it is. Just think about it. Offset, Stefan. It's the same. Just trust me. Allegedly, this caused Stefan to be mad and leave the hospital. You're going to have to wake up pretty early in the morning to make me think that boy kid when he had... Anyway, I don't like to pile up on Cardi, but Cardi is very pile-upable. And we're going to get into that very, very next. So that's the first cup of tea. That's the green tea. Let me give you the mint tea. So now, that's kind of halfway Offset's baby because legally they're married, so he has to take his name. The other thing, Selena...
Thank you so much for the super chat. She got calm.
Oh, no. How did we end up in Whoville? I didn't press that. Now.
I was like,
Oh.
I don't know why. How is it a bastard though? He was like, because if the babies aren't mine, that's a bastard. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so what? You want the baby to be yours? He was like, yeah, because culture don't the baby. He was like, yeah, like she just be side-eyeing the baby or whatever, and the nanny be telling me all this. Like, mind you, this is breaking news now. Cardi has a restraining order on Offset. So he doesn't allow to talk to the babies at all. He's been FaceTiming Culture through his other daughter this whole time and talking to Culture or whatever. And I guess Culture's been saying like she hasn't even met Stefan. So that's probably why like she thinks like how the fuck is this baby? And I don't talk to my dad like, how did you just have a baby, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like knowing that that's not her brother. And then he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stefan, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him.
If I catch Buddy and I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
so I
gonna beat
think
him
she
up?
on some beat, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot
ass
in the knee?
at first.
Crackhead.
Yeah.
All right. One, that's what y'all get for confiding in prostitutes because they're white. Because you would not give a black prostitute all that tea. Two, I feel Culture. I don't really know if we could be taking tea from a 5-year-old, but Harpo, who is this baby? Who is this baby? And why do we have 5-year-old tea? Why is you going on the show and giving the 5-year-olds alleged tea? I don't know. It's all ghetto. So that's what, and I love, this is delicious to me outside of the kids being involved. I love to see bad people have bad things happen to them. I don't have a dog in the fight because to me, Cardi and Offset are both repulsive. I've did Cardi a little bit less because, you know, anybody who's a sucker of love could get an ounce of sympathy from me, but not too much because I hate weakness. But for Offset to have chased that girl down, go on stage while she's performing, embarrass her, ask for her to remarry him and do all of this just to continue to still be a bad person, I love it. I love him having no money. I love him not being able to sell. I love him having gambling debts. I love all of it because there needs to be some kind of order that makes men pay for the heartbreak they give out, right? But people only do what you allow them to do, right? So, are you a victim? Yes. Do I feel bad? No, right? So now let's get into some real. I just want it to be over. So now we did Offset. Cardi is going at it. I don't know why Cardi's over here arguing with Cat in the Hat, one of the members of Whoville. Cardi is arguing with Jessie Woo, right? And I just want to be in and out because I do have a bias in the situation. I absolutely do not. I just cannot. I just will not like Jessie Woo. But I want y'all to understand one thing about me. Even when I don't like people, because what's not liking people? I don't like anybody, so it's not, oh. Even when I don't like people, I can still tell the truth. So people have been sending me this story about Cardi B arguing with Jessie Woo because Jessie Woo called the new baby, the football baby, a revenge baby. Let me see if this clip is the clip, right?
Dying over a nigga's revenge. Somebody say, wait, why did Jessie Woo say that Cardi B had a revenge baby? A revenge on what? Revenge on what? On who? These bitches just be saying shit because why would what is their revenge baby? Do you think that I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna have a baby because I'm gonna have revenge on what, bitch? On my ex-husband, bitch? I don't need to have a baby for revenge, baby. My whole life is revenge. My money is revenge. My career is revenge. My album is revenge. Me not dying over a nigga is revenge. Me having freedom is revenge. You know why? You know why I kept my baby, because I love my baby, and me and my man made that baby with fucking love, bitch. We was fucking down till it stank.
That shouldn't have took long.
Fucking everywhere, bitch. And I'm a grown woman, bitch.
All right. So remember how I told y'all I can hate somebody and still tell the truth? Let's keep in mind we don't know these people, but guess what? They do give us an abundance of their business, right? So what we can do as fully functional thinking people, we use our comprehensive skills and piece things together, right? I do in fact believe that was a revenge baby. Because what else would you be having a stranger baby for? Why would you be having a stranger danger baby? That, in my opinion, because it's not fact and we don't know them, was, oh, I can go outside and be loved too. Oh, another man loves me enough to put a baby inside me. I don't have to keep on dealing with you. Oh, and it's a football nigga. So that money's different. I get action. I get active, little daddy. Stupid. Stripper brain, right? So I don't hate Jessie enough to be like, oh, I do believe that was a revenge baby. Because why else would you have a baby with a nigga that's having mad other babies? The logic isn't there, right? On the other hand, consider the source. Jessie Woo, bitch, how dare you talk about revenge baby when you went and had revenge titties? The most insecure, I need love bitch I did ever see. When me, you, and Brianna Amore had a show and we used to go outside for promo. Brianna, big body, BBL down. Me, big body, BBL down. And used to say, I'm not going out with y'all. I ain't gonna get no attention. One day we go to have a show. It's Sunday. We putting together the show information. You know where to be found. You said, oh, I'm in Miami getting my titties done. I ain't about to be outside with y'all big body bitches and nobody looking at me. Who even says that? You went and got revenge titties so you could be seen. So how dare you, even though I ain't gonna say you wrong just because I don't like you and you look funny. You went and got revenge titties. She went and had a revenge baby. Apples and oranges. Losers and losers. Like, yuck. How dare you? So a lot of people from the comfort of their home be able to do this. Point fingers, point fingers, point fingers. But as easy it is to point a finger and pull somebody cards, It's 52 cards in a deck. And that was straight off the top. In another life, I could have been rocking stages. But anyway, so y'all was asking me, and I wasn't, I saved it for the show. Y'all asked me to say what I felt. I felt it was a revenge baby. But the girl who spewed it, and she got that from social media because we all were saying it's not like she had this profound thought. She got revenge titties, okay? Hold it down. There's also more from that story. Let's see. Then I heard, I don't really be, getting a lot of information. I sleep a lot. I heard she victimized herself, right? So this is a statement from Cat in the Hat, Jessie Wu. Not only did Balakis, you don't know that girl, how you say that girl name? I'm going to just call her Cardi because that's the only thing I can pronounce. Not only did Cardi use her platform to intimidate a woman currently suing her child's father for alleged strangulation, that's in regards to, oh, this is so messy, I got to break it down. Stefan has a assault case, right? That's conveniently being postponed to post-football season because when rich, powerful white men, things happen. Robert Kraft is the owner of the Patriots, and he said, I paid good money for that Negro. Good money, okay? That's one of my best Negroes. I'm going to need you kind people to wait till my season is over before you do what you want with the boy. Because they're all boys to white men, right? Robert Kraft said, that slave is mine. I don't give a fuck about a 3/5 compromise. I don't know if y'all stayed up in social studies, but I know a lot and I ain't got time. Emancipation Proclamation, okay, for the hip hop nation. Don't get me off topic. Robert Kraft pushed it to the back. Y'all gotta wait. Y'all gotta wait for my nigga, okay? This is in regards to a chef with a BBL. Not to say if you got a BBL you can't be a chef, but how how convenient. Wait. How convenient did you make the BBL chef the live-in chef? Like she don't go home. She just go take a nap and when you need her, you text her, hey, I'm ready for lunch. No, you was fucking the bitch, right? Cardi's so green. She allowed. Anyway, girl, I don't have time. I just want to break down what's going on. The BBL chef, live-in, a tenant, and Stefan, they are at odds. Texts him. I ain't dealing with this no more. I'm through with you, and I want my money. And there was a whole back and forth of a text message thread that we got that it seemed like it was more than, shrimp and grits. It was more than steak and eggs. Okay? It was more like meat and potatoes. That conversation had nothing to do with food and everything to do with fucking. Okay? Cardi somehow gave us too much, like always, and releasing information that she felt helped her baby daddy, but it was more like illegal. Anyway, they ghetto. I only got an hour. Cardi released information helping her baby daddy in her head, but she was tampering with the witnesses. Okay? Let's get back to Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat said, not only did Cardi use her platform to intimidate the BBL chef, but she followed up by using her platform to bully me by lying on me, saying that I said things that I never actually said. Cat in the Hat also says, after reading a super chat from a viewer who accused Cardi of having a revenge baby, led to Cardi ranting about her and fans attacking her. I'm not reading. Yeah? Am I? Oh, yeah. Let's do it because the black card was pulled. And now I have to use my unbiased brain to see if it was a black situation. Okay? Because y'all know Cardi be saying she black and she's not. Let's get that out the way. Y'all also be asking me if I think she's black. She's not. Okay? And there's also a clip that I didn't watch yet because I have ADHD. I'm tired of telling y'all, but it's going to come into play because the clip might or might not help or hurt her. I don't ever listen to the captions where y'all create y'all own agendas that y'all want to throw on people. But there's a clip that they saying that Cardi already got caught saying she's not black. We're going to see. Let's go back to By Sam I Am. I do like green eggs and ham. The girl said, sorry. Black women all over social media have been leaving me these extremely xenophobic comments, all based on a lie that Cardi told to millions. Black women. Not only did Cardi, okay, we used that part. While on my live chat, it's clear that I was reading 2 super chats back to back. They were not my original thoughts. For the last 4 days, I've been called a tether. Okay, teether. I don't know. I have received messages about getting ice cold. Yes. Woo! It's actually very exciting that I don't read these things beforehand because y'all get my innate reaction. Y'all said y'all was gonna they said they was gonna send you back to Whoville. Delicious. Yeah, Biggie. Oh God. All right, let me try to get my professional bag. Where's the ice? Okay. Okay, getting ice cold on me. I mean, the comments are so disgusting. What's so disheartening is the fact that if you actually watch the video, those were not literally my thoughts. Now I'm receiving xenophobia from other black people, racism from non-black people. I'm being doxxed, all because of Cardi chose to use her platform to perpetuate lies and vitriol. Who wrote this? ChatGPT towards me. Weaponizing your fan base, blah, 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 does often. I am a commentator. I have always been long before I did anything else in the public eye. While you may not like my commentary, spewing the tree on my way, alongside the lies, twisting, blah, 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 blah. Girl, we don't care. Okay? we don't care. We don't care. Okay? You always are the... I'm biased. Let me pull back. But you always the victim? Anyway, so... let's go to a clip. And this was all by design. I didn't do it on purpose. I found a clip of someone saying, hey, so Cardi's team has been trying to sweep this under the rug. Y'all keep on saying that she thinks she's black. This is a earlier video of her saying she's not black. Let's see. Let's go. I hope I'm going the right way. Gotti, shut up. Shut up. Y'all just gotta have a little patience because it's here. I just have a lot of people to talk about. Okay. Oh, fucking brother. Once I see that, and I told y'all, I really don't. It's gonna be hard to tell, but genuinely from my heart, I do not like the Cardi pileup. But she's very pilot. She's just stupid. But god damn it, I have a heart, right? This is from you know these hoes? They ain't got no real identity for real. Gotti had something to say. This is from a Nicki fan page, and once you use something else to represent your face, I can't take you seriously because you don't even want to be alive, right? We all have some kind of delusional, overinflated view of ourselves to give us a little chicka boom. You may think you're killing them. You gonna use your picture. Y'all just cartoons and fan pages. Y'all are really just walking dead people to me. So I hate to give y'all some kind of platform, but I need the video, bitch. So this is a video that they're saying Cardi explains her race.
Guys at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why?
I guess I like first, I like dark complexion. And it seemed like every dark guy that I ever like, they're African American or Jamaican. I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me. Like I like to date people that are not like me. I like their culture. I already know my culture, so I want something new to me.
But you don't date Spanish guys at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why?
Okay. So she doesn't technically say it, but we all know she... Anybody home? They don't be there. So if you're saying you like black guys and he says why, that's a Vlad interview. If Vlad says why, you say I like to date people who aren't me. A process of elimination, you don't identify as black. So I don't identify you as black either. I don't know where that came from. This whole Trini thing, I don't... We seen your parents. Just you're not black, okay? Wow, that was Hey, the girl unintentionally gave her thoughts. She's not really PR trained. Sorry, Rel, you missed the 360 spin. Now we talking about people. You got to get in early. So sorry. Watch it back on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and say that you like my behind. Okay? So that is Cardi in an earlier clip. Almost was. Don't like people talking about Cardi too much. Even though I do it, I can make it fun. When y'all start bullying her, I don't like it. There's a clip of her actually from like 4 days ago in a gold dress. And they actually AI'd the videos, the picture so much, you will see the fake picture more than the real picture, and they calling her botched. Let me just get this off my chest. It is Nicki fans calling Cardi botched. And it's not the greatest surgery. It's actually allegedly the same surgeon as me. So fuck you, J. Rafael Gomez over there in the Dominican Republic, who just does whatever he wants. Okay? The rumors have never been cleared up. But a lot of people saying that it's J. Rafael Gomez, which is the same doctor as me. He must be a pervert. He has a thing for over-exaggerated hips and butts no matter what you tell him. On the other hand, Nicki fans, right message, wrong messengers. If Cardi is botched, what is your leader? What is Nicki? You guys are the last people to be making up these pictures of AI, making her body more morphed. I mean, no disrespect. Y'all can leave it in the unedited version and say what y'all gotta say and probably still get your thoughts off. And it's not as bad as your leader. I think Cardi looks better than Nicki, and I hate the idea of both of them. So lay off of the Cardi hate, especially if you're Nicki fans, because Nicki was the first person to be botched. Then me, then Cardi, like, the nerves, right? Let's get these people out of our lives. We got through that. All right, what else is going on, right? I am so fucking sick of 50 Cent. So sick. 2 days ago, I'm sitting on the couch and Skip is on his phone. Let me tell you something. This house is very unbiased unless it's real beef. I hate, what's the boy name? Dave East? I almost said Dave West. Who cares? I hate Rel 540. Do you really feel like you're botched? Let me tell you something. Yes. But it looks good. Like, it's no. Yes, no. Yes, no. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Whatever. It's I got the baddest nigga in the game wearing my chain. It's all right, Hove. It doesn't matter. Pussy's still fatter. Okay. You like it, I love it. Nobody who talks about me looks better than me, doing better than me. Don't get me bragging. I'm a real dick. Okay? Let's get back on topic. This is a very unbiased household. Kinda. If it's real beef, you're not gonna make it. If it's music, my husband gonna like who he like. I like who I like. Dave East can't rap, can't do nothing. Garbage. Boo. Potatoes, tomatoes. Anyway, right? Skip loves him. He don't say my wife hates Dave East. He still, plays whatever ear-wrenching music that he has. 50 Cent. I really hate you. But because it hasn't become real yet, and that's my goal, I want to make it real, my husband still fucks with you, right? So Skip follows 50 Cent, and he's on his page, right? And for one time only. Because when I say shit about 50, y'all gotta understand, Skip gives me his whole background. Like, y'all don't understand. They try to kill a nigga, and the nigga really like that. Boo! Don't care, right? For the first time ever, Skip was scrolling his phone and was like, yo, this is mad corny. Why 50 doing this? And I said, you fucking get it now? 50 posted a video of Irv Gotti and was saying so much, like, I can't even remember what it was, right? I just used it as an entertainment, as a moment to get off, right? Pause. He was dissing Irv Gotti, and I said, you got mad smoke for a dead man, but you still ducking that Fab verse, right? Put the phone down, give out a hand job, come back. My phone is going ballistic. Mad comments on the 50's post. Now, everybody wasn't feeling it, but enough people agreed. You've picked beef with Marlon Wayans, Claressa Shields, Pat Poose, my dog Gotti, all in a 5-day span, but you never said nothing to Fab. That verse was lyrically perfection, right? And you just, I never seen you duck or fade. He called you out. When somebody starts getting personal, talk about your baby mama got hot showered, they taking your show and using all the characters and the titles to dish you, and then they hang up the 50 Cent phone and there's I had never seen you not acknowledge something. Ever. But that Fab verse didn't get a response. You're picking on dead people. Like, bro can't even respond, right? And I said what I said, and my phone went crazy. 2 minutes later, he deletes the post, right? I guess enough people was just like, yo, bro, I'll be with you when you write, which is never. But, like, bro, Irv Gotti dead. You won. You die after him, you won, right? The boy is still on here doing stuff. What did he do? Okay, now today, right before I start the show, he's bothering somebody else. I don't know. He got beef with so much people. I don't know who he got beef with. I didn't even know. Once again, shout out to Skip, because I guess he's a fan and he knows his tea. I didn't even know Lloyd Banks and 50 had beef. I didn't know because I don't care. So it looks like today's victim, because he's not going to respond to Fab, because you can't. What you going to do? What you going to do? You going to buy something he loves? That's the only thing you could do. Do money stuff. Go ahead. But don't pick up a mic. Today's victim, it looks like it's Yayo. 50 Cent 1 hour ago says Yayo did not understand why I wouldn't. Well, I don't think it's a victim. I think they're still friends. It's just him deflecting. He talking about something else, right? So the hand's quicker than the eyes. Y'all waiting for me to respond to Fab? I'm either going to talk and start beef with somebody else or brag about something. So I seen him post yesterday. They still talk about me and Eminem. Yo, bro, you talking about something with Eminem from 10, 15, 20 years ago just because you don't want to acknowledge Fab? All right, cool. So maybe he's bragging on this one. Yayo did not understand why I wouldn't want to do a deal with Universal. They offered me $1.3 million, and we was broke. I said no. Y'all can keep that. Now y'all see why I love Eminem so much. If he ran over your kid with a car, I'd say no. He didn't.
Go. Quite honestly, because he was shitting on us. Murder, your life's on the line.
That was early.
Nigga, he was shitting on us from the conception of his career.
Boss is a bitch, if he could, he would. Sell his soul for cheap, traders like to be sure.
He was coming at us. I hated on him to where he landed with M and Dre. I'm a way smarter person now. I would have fucking organized his deal and controlled it. And he would have never got dun.
Right.
Go.
You never got that Dre monster, you understand? But I done blocked this nigga to where he fell in the lap of Eminem. Right. Biggest
50, Curtis, it's been 2 weeks, 3 days, 4 hours, 50 minutes. You gonna post everything, your accolades, you gonna make a beef, but you're not gonna address this Fab verse. You still posting the dead man. You still posting the white man. We don't care. Okay? That's 50 Cent this morning. Still deflecting. Hate your guts. Can't wait to have real beef with you. What else we got going on? You guys gotta watch men that y'all idolize, or that not even idolize. A lot of y'all don't have no role models, but that you think when they speak, it makes sense. We need to stop. I just don't need to see another man with a microphone and a podcast. But some people are just here and they're not going anywhere. Cam Newton is an example of when people are just good at one thing, they just need to stick to that. Because when they speak, it shouldn't take away from their talent, but then you stop caring about the talent. Cam Newton does that for me. Once he started giving his ideals on all these broken homes and he starts talking, even a top hat can't make him look educated. This week he had the lovely Lady London. She's a rapper from New York. He had her on his podcast. She's well-spoken. And she asked him to describe himself in one word, and we were given this very interesting clip.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the N because
There's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it. It's your word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
Nclecta.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry. Am I right? Okay. Respectfully.
You see where I was going?
Let that
Yeah.
be. Okay.
So there's levels to stupidity, right? There's this very admirable level where when you're stupid, you allow yourself to learn and you say, oh, my fault, that's how you, and then there's the level of no return where you wrong and strong and you sit and stand in your shit because your ego won't allow you to learn, right? And I don't have to tell you which one Cam Newton is because we have eyes and ears. But I want you, when you're on the internet and you have a demographic of men that have online role models instead of real life role models, I want you to understand that they're the stupid of ego, where even when the correct thing is in front of you, you won't even allow yourself, when presented with new information, to correct your stupidity. These are the kind of people that will be in the comments arguing, right? So, and he is a role model for a lot of the people that think like him. A lot of the male chauvinistic mind frame, and I can have a bunch of kids because I got money, not realizing that broken homes are more detrimental than any dollar could fix. But these are the kind of men that look up to these kind of men. Cam Newton is a loser. Was very good at football, but not good at humaning. I mean, who could take someone who dresses like this seriously?
Great.
That's the Mad Hatter, okay? But this is to show that not only is he Cam Newton, he represents a large population of men that think, act, and look like this. So sometimes when you're going into an argument with a man, I want you to think of stupid people in two realms. The stupid people that can admit that they're stupid and grow from it, and the people that are stupid like Cam Newton that will make up a whole joke of, yeah, I knew that, but the N stands for nigga because me nigga. No, you're stupid, okay? And I know it's fun to argue with people, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's not let that be the only clip that, resonates from that episode, because I didn't know Lady London outside of rap. She's well spoken and she's a cutie patootie. Let's see what she had to say outside of that little spelling bee.
I've learned anybody who I've been romantically connected with or intimate with has either appreciated or understood me, but never both.
I also love when stupid people are easily impressed. And you could say something very regular, and they go, oh, shit, that's a bar. Cam really showed his stupidity in this episode, and I love that because for too long, I feel like his influence was infiltrating a lot of the black men brains. But this, when you're paired with someone who can actually think and speak, it kind of shows your weakness. So I loved Lady London as a guest because her intellect showed his lack of intellect. So... Let's get that profound thought one more time that needed all that hooting and hollering.
I've learned anybody who I've been romantically connected with or intimate with has either appreciated or understood me, but never both.
It was good.
Explain.
In short, I think people have come into my life sometimes for the idea of me. A lot of people like the idea of what I represent. Outside of my artistry that you can see from the mainstream, it's the look of she's out the way. She doesn't talk to a lot of men. She does this and she lays low and she's when you get into my life, you realize I'm slightly more domesticated than you'd even imagine from the outside looking in. So I think people have appreciation for me, but never true understanding in that regard. They don't really know me. They don't really get it. And those who do get it don't know how to nourish it, don't know how to make sure it's fostered and taken care of and loved properly, because they just don't appreciate it.
Do you know what I heard? Do you know what my brain computed when I heard that? You don't beat niggas. You don't instill fear in niggas. Because disrespect is only respect. You know how there's like people who don't beat their kids? Some kids don't need to be beat. 10, right? Same thing with men, unfortunately. Some men you don't have to strong arm, but that's a very small percentage. So all that domestication and submissiveness and nurturing that you're saying that you're not, they're understanding it, but they're not nurturing it, because those are the kids that need to be beat. 10. Okay? So I'm not going to have no long, profound, dainty, and it's, the balance of life. I was just on the So Shameless podcast with Tahoe and Daja, and we gotten a lot of comments about the clip where we talked about regular boy girl stuff, men not doing this and men, and all the comments they remind me of little Cam Newtons, like, shut that woman up and put her in the kitchen. I make more money than you. Why would I go in the kitchen? Why would I do that? Yeah, the old ideals are not matching with the up-to-date bankrolls. It's just not. Cut it out. So what I heard from her is that her womanliness, submissiveness, and domestication is only being sought after, but once they get it, they're not appreciating and reciprocating the order of the balance. Sometimes you gotta hit a motherfucker. But shout out to women like her, because for sun you need rain, and for snow you need whatever the opposite of snow is. Go ahead and be a little dainty lady, but let me tell you something in my experience. Disrespect is all they respect. It keeps a nigga real in line, okay? And the toughest of niggas. This is not, he's a beta. What you gonna do? Kill me over a drug transaction? The home cis hierarchy is not the same as the corner. Yeah, if you was on the corner, my nigga beat you up in the house. I look at me, I'm the captain now, okay? So some kids need to be beaten, some don't. All men need to be beaten. All right, so that was Lady London on the Cam Newton podcast, whatever it's called. Maybe the Mad Hatter, Alice in Wonderland, who knows? What else is going on? God damn it. So, I do not watch nigger television. I am so sorry to inform you. I may have a very, by appearance, urban kind of disposition. I'm just rough. I'm just rough. That does not mean that I engage with Negroidian entertainment. I do not. It doesn't mean anything. I'm just rough, and I just know how to fight. That is where my urbanness starts and stops. I do not support the Zeus Network or anything that only shows black people in their most animalistic state. It is degrading, it's disgusting, it's repulsive, and to monetize off of it and not show us in an intellectual light goes against everything I stand for, right? So I don't know the people, but I do surf social media, and I do see Krishan a whole lot more than I would like to. Krishan is known for 2 things, 3, because that tooth is a big deal. She's known for missing a tooth. She's known for being an incredibly stupid bitch for the Blueface guy. And she's known for her motherhood in a very negative way. Not a good, or therefore lack of, right? So we have been seeing, she has, the cat's out the bag, a special needs child. It was refuted for a long while, but we saw the clips brought back of her smoking, drinking, doing whatever she wanted to do while pregnant, which causes birth defects she either didn't know or didn't care, okay? We see her on these live streams, baby on his back and hanging out the stroller, about dangling off, holding on by a prayer, right? And people are just like, hey, so someone needs to intervene. Krishan is not being a good mom. Did y'all ever, I don't know. I'm a dog lover, so I'm always so sorry. I'm always going to recognize a dog before a child. The Frenchie she had. I used to see the Frenchie all the time. They're saying that Frenchie died due to negligence of her. And if the Frenchie died, what better do you think she could do with a child? So, child services, whoever works in the city or state that she her pound is located. Maybe we should call in Canine, PETA, okay? I don't know, rabies control, whoever can get Krishan. The lady, not everybody with reproductive organs needs to be a parent. Instead of going to doctors, she takes health advice from her streamers. This is a clip of her getting medical advice on her son's cough, and I just need someone to intervene.
Listen. Oh, okay. That should get rid of his cough. One thing about this medicine, it's good instantly. But then, like, you have to keep giving it to him every couple hours. See, he just coughed it all up. Good boy. Give me that. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's okay. You're doing good. You got all that phlegm up.
Bitch, you want to stop the stream and go rush to the emergency room? I thought he was sneezing. Okay, that was a fucking cough. That's liquid in his lungs. You're getting your medicine and other motherly advice from a stream instead of going to a pediatrician? I seen what happened to the Frenchie in your care, and I can only use your last example to say that you're not fit to nurture any living thing, including yourself. So anyway, I totally do not watch the shows or anything, but when things pass my timeline, I just have to comment on it. Krishan, please. Okay? PETA, animal control, rabies control, come get the girl. All right. So, let's see what else is going on. I hope it don't end up being pneumonia, but anyway, I gotta detach. I'm an empath. So I'm still trying to figure out Claressa Shields. Not too deeply, but her aim. Now, one part of me thinks that she genuinely has CTE. You don't box that long without getting rattled up here, right? Another part of me thinks that she likes the social media attention because the more popular you are, the bigger your bags are. Bags are like how much they pay you for a boxing event. Half of it has to do with talent. The other half has to do with social media relevancy. That's why you see Jake Paul getting all this, these huge bags, because we're in an era now where your social media presence can create a bag over, let's say, the amount of wins versus losses, right? So I'm stuck in between this limbo is she really that dumb, or are we that dumb? So this week has been a lot of Claressa talk because unfortunately, y'all are dick riders, right? And I say this wholeheartedly. Anything Rihanna says or Rihanna does, you guys, I just love the girl. She's amazing. Okay, cool. And Rihanna is a social media girl. So whether she tweets a lot or not, she watches and she knows what's relevant and she plays with y'all. I got two things with Rihanna today. The first is y'all were saying a lot of stuff about her and as soon as possible. So she said, yeah, Claressa, I go Claressa Shields for it, right? Letting y'all know that I'm a dummy bitch for my nigga. Because It was they was laughing at you, not with you, Claressa. Like, maybe. Right? Claressa and Papoose. You know what's so crazy? I wonder if I have the clip. Okay, let's do one thing with Claressa. This is Claressa making what seems to be eggs for Papoose.
Scramble hard. I know how he likes it. Ask me nothing.
That's Claressa checking her friend, allegedly. She was giving her help on the eggs that looks like mac and cheese. And she's saying, hey, you might want to, he likes his eggs scrambled hard. Don't tell me nothing about my nigga. Cool, right? So the thing is, Papoose has sat back and watched us, dog walk Claressa. We've been making a lot of fun of her for what seems, we don't know them, what seems to be a very seesaw relationship. It looks like she, how the guy is usually more into the girl, or that's how it has to be to work. No, she's incredibly more into him. And we've been saying it, we've been making jokes, and he has never once said, get off her dick, I love her, blah, blah, right? So Rihanna comes on the internet and she says that she goes Claressa Shields for it. And now all of a sudden, Papoose responds, right? He like, yeah. Let's see if I got the clip. It's going to be a lot of scrolling, so y'all might want to go grab a sandwich. Just fans noticed the little groupie behavior from Papoose. And guess what? I'm on his side with the Remy thing, so it's not like, I got a vendetta. But when things are brought up that make a little sense, I have to, use my cognitive skills and piece it together. Let me see. It's going to be a lot of scrolling. I kid you not. We found it. It wasn't that bad. Now, keep in mind, it's been about 8 months. We've been making fun of Claressa. Overly in love. Doing too much. Yeah, Pap upstairs. Pap never came downstairs. Was he upstairs? Because Skip gonna help me make my point. Draw a conclusion. Pap upstairs. I ain't hear nobody doing a lyrical exercise up there, nothing. Nobody reciting the alphabets backwards, nothing. I didn't know Pap was upstairs. Pap didn't even let us know he was upstairs. All of a sudden, Rihanna mentions the couple. Pap comes out of nowhere. Makes you think, he's a groupie? Papoose says, posts a picture of them together. Claressa has a big heart, always wearing a big smile. Most think she's so rugged because she's a fighter. But the way she takes care of her body is on another level. Zoom in. She has very small hands, small feet, and some unbelievably smooth ass skin. Huh? What does that have to do with anything? Very beautiful black woman. When the way you love can inspire others, that's a lot. Claressa Shields, quote, peace to Rihanna and Rocky. Wow, family life looks great on them. I feel like that was some dick rider shit. You had ample opportunities to proclaim and confess your love, save her from embarrassment, because we've been saying Pat not upstairs. We've been saying you going back to Remy, still saying it. Why the day Rihanna addresses your relationship is the day that you come and say, oh yeah, small feet, small hands. You were so excited you stopped making sense, bro. Very, very smart man. I ain't never see you not make sense until you got so excited that Rihanna met. Key Kush says it was def some dick rider shit. Pat, I don't want to look at you like that. But why you ain't saved Woke Throat before? Why was this the baby enough is enough? I have to profess my love. Like, I know a nigga's dick in. Let me pull back. I'll be a little bit too street. Okay? I don't want to say dick eating, but there was some ghouls and goblin going on, okay? Coincidence? I think not, okay? Hits the gavel, okay? So now, see, the thing with me is You show me once how you operate, I am forced to believe that's how you operate. Isn't that crazy? Show me who you are, and guess what? I'm going to believe you. So now when people be like, oh, he using her, because guess what? That girl has been an Olympian and a rich bitch for a very long time. I don't know Papoose for anything that has anything to do with money. I know he can speak very well. I know he can speak backwards. Money is not what I know him for. So now when the rumors are ruming that you using a girl, I was like, nah. But then when you come out and you do some groupie shit, and for me, groupie and like using people and like opportunity and opportunists, they're kind of synonymous for me. I'm gonna have to kind of believe that. So I ain't like that. Once again, I don't know y'all. Don't even care. I'm just trying to get up out the hood. Looking funny in the light. Okay. That was some dick eating shit. I can't help myself. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. All right. You know what else breaks my little heart? Growing up, I'm an 80s baby. Growing up, like high school is the real most pivotal time that molds you, creates you. That's why they say if you lived in many different places, you best claim the place that you was at when you was in high school, because that's really the place that molds you. So being in high school for the absolute height of Dipset and watching these niggas fall apart and beef every day, it kind of, once again, I don't know y'all people, but I'm not heartless. I'm not a reptile. It's like, damn, y'all really was best friends. Y'all can't fix it. So now, I don't know what's going on this week. Cam is on his show talking shit. Jimmy over there trying to put heat in the studio because the 50 said they ain't had no heat. Dame coming at Charlemagne because allegedly Charlemagne bought his share in the movie company that he had for $100. And then the most heartbreaking, if you care that much, part is this Jim and Dame thing, right? Once again, my nigga's a little more hood than me, if you could believe that. So he knows a little bit more of the street shit. The way that Dame has fallen from grace should not have really erased who Dame was. The problem is he has become everything he talked about. The chatty patty, the niggas is so... He has really become that. But if you really, really, really take away new Dame, old Dame was really that nigga, and it's really unfortunate that they acting like he was a bitch this whole time, because really he was the brains, the money, and the operation. Now they showing old clips of Dame drawing out Jimmy in the street to fight him. Like, on some real, yeah, fuck all the niggas you with. Throw your hands, throw me a fair one. And they said Chrissy's in the back, like, no, Jimmy, stop it. Let's see. I don't like that they're bringing up old clips, and because we get into the part where it's no return, and the child in me just wants this like to go away, but what you eat don't make me shit. But you know, I try to have a heart and a pulse. Let's see.
Fight for you. Yeah, they do. You know, for you never did nothing, nigga. You ain't no gang. They do. That's right. You're entertainer. They the gang bangers, nigga. No, you soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga. This ain't 1989. You get the feel. You ain't never seen nobody choke me up. I ain't never fuck with nobody. No. Cigarette. Go ahead. Fuck me up. Give me the glass. Fuck me up. Let's fuck him up. Move, Chrissy. Chrissy, move, Chrissy.
Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
Go inside and do something. You never see me down tonight.
Come on, guys, please. Let's just chalk this up as a fucked up day.
Ain't no fucked up down. He came down at his house to try to disrespect me. And now he gotta eat that when he's not mad. You gonna remember that shit when you're not mad. I don't give a fuck about it. Your friends are shaming you right now. Your friends are shaming you right now.
No, they're not.
They telling you to go swing on your old shit. These niggas don't care about you at all, gang. They care about the way you act. Trust me, they don't care about you, nigga. They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga. the drill. If we not doing that, let's not do it. If we doing it, let's get it over. I ain't got all day.
Exactly. We're not.
Let me do what I need to do.
We're not doing it.
I ain't got all day for this. If I'm gonna take a beat down, let me take it. I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere till y'all go. Get off my block then. You can't do nothing. Get off my block then. I can do. You can't do nothing with these niggas.
Now, there's two people I respect in this video. Y'all know that Dame Dash has been on my hate your guts list, boy. For the new year, we're gonna bring this back. The next episode, we're gonna have a lot of hate to spew on this board. I wanted to start off on a clean slate. So we're gonna fill this with some hate by next Wednesday. There's two people I respect in this video. And y'all know I keep on showing y'all I can not like somebody and I can still tell the truth. The two people I respect in this video is Dame Dash. 1. I'm fat and out of shape. I'm by myself. Shoot me a fair one. Matter of fact, get the fuck off my block. Stop fucking playing on my head top. Dead ass, I want my fade. I don't give a fuck if y'all beat me up. Give me my fade. Whoa, I like that. I like it a lot. I do. Chrissy, you want to know why? Because you can't pop on my nigga and I'm not going. And I'm not going. I'm going because that's my beef now. And you gotta put me to sleep before you could ever reach him. But knowing the history, she put the beast. Y'all know. I think Chrissy could beat Dame in a fight. It wasn't even about win or lose. It's about, come on, we can't do this. We can't do this. There's several reasons why, but we can't do this. Okay? She wasn't a girlfriend first. She was a thinker first. We can't do this. This is stupid. So, the two people I respect in the video, Chrissy and Dame. Who I did not respect in the videos, Capo. He's telling you, give me a fade, and you're taking shades from your homeboys and telling them. But yo, I done seen you slap cameramans because they were, herbish. I done seen you in an airport in an escalator fighting backwards white men. And I told Skip, I feel like you one of those black people that only fight white people or less aggressive breeds. I've only seen, not to say that's what you only do. What I've seen, you slapped a little fat cameraman and you fought two white guys in an airport. Dame is significantly out of shape. He got no teeth to lose. He is outnumbered. He asked you for a fade. And you commenced to tell other men to handle your work as a man. Harlem shit. That's all I gotta say. I'm from Brooklyn. You ain't never see me in a crisis. That's from Mano. If you ever hear me and I have to give him his respect, I don't really hear from Mano either. I don't like nobody. It's not personal. One thing I heard Mano say one time that I can never stop saying because it was just so fly to me. You ain't never see me in a crisis. That's fire. Okay, that's Harlem shit. I already told you them niggas is corny. 40 square blocks of cornballs. Okay? Jimothy. You had one job. Okay? Corny. All right, so that is very disheartening. Y'all know Dame in his prime was the businessman, the brains, the operation, the money. Let's give some people deserve grace. Okay? I feel like maybe Dame deserves a little grace. A little. And that was hard for me to admit because he's really doing too much. But that was just corny nonetheless. Just had to give y'all that. Okay. What else we gonna go through real quick, and then I want to do a lightning round on one of the blogs and see what's going on over there. I just know there's a couple of more topics over here that caught my little ghetto eye. Recession indicator. This came in today. The company that owns Saks Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus, they filed for bankruptcy today, right? There's only two reasons people file for bankruptcy and it doesn't always mean that they're bankrupt. They want to, they gauge the economy and they say, you know what? We need to create some package plans for these CEOs. Let's get some big money, close it down, and, you know, protect our own. And just, it's white collar crime. It's white collar shit. It's going to be above our pay grade, above our 4C here, okay? But this doesn't mean that they're really broke. It just means they see that y'all are broke and they want to get out before they become one of y'all. All right, so today, Saks Global, which is the luxury giant that owns Saks Fifth and Neiman, has declared bankruptcy, okay? Will we get a sale? That's all I want to know. I paid $13 for this, but if you make something else $13, I might indulge, okay? So look out, guys. There might be a sale coming. That's all I want to say. Former New York City mayor, just ghetto, Eric Adams was on a flight with a woman. When the woman saw who he was, she booed him. He told her he was going to punch her in the face. Let's see how this happened.
Punch me in the face, Eric Adams. Please punch me in the face. I would love if you punch me in the face. Okay, you can get fucked too.
All right?
Yeah, fuck you.
Those things are over.
Yeah, good. Thank God. Damn. I
You're
can see
see
your
the
ugly
Brooklyn
ass
in
face
me.
everywhere. Damn.
That's nice.
Busted ass red sticks too. Damn.
Go fuck yourself. You heard the man. Go fuck yourself. All right. I never liked him. That was Eric Adams on a flight with a white liberal. I don't even know what that means. I just hear the adults say it. She looks like whatever they say a liberal is. Okay. I forgot that y'all get offended very easily, so let me not laugh. So, very recently, I watched, I call him Speedy. I don't know, his name is iSpeed Show. I ain't got time for all that. I know there's another Speedy, I think it's Speedy Norman or There's a Speedy who does interviews, and there's a Speedy that is a superhuman, right? When I say Speedy, it's iSpeed Show. Speedy, this week alone, I seen him race a leopard, almost win, got jumped in by a very prestigious African tribe. No, I'm not talking about Ty Lil. I'm old, I ain't that old. It's gonna tie in, right? She said, Auntie, that's Ty Lil. I know the boy. I done seen Speedy race a leopard, almost win, the leopard scratched him. He got jumped in by an African tribe. I think he lifted up a helicopter. I made that up. But I said to myself, I see why this nigga makes the money he makes. I had a hater moment, right? So I don't know why Kai got as much money. Because Speedy actually got some talent to him. That's what I said. Now, they must have felt their incompetence. Right now, and y'all gonna hate me because I'm gonna say what I'm thinking and it be mean and I don't care. I can't control my brain, but I'm gonna share it with y'all, whether right or wrong, just how I was feeling at the time. That's a Jay-Z line. I'm not a mean person. I just have mean thoughts. So, Kai Cenat has been on this mental health journey. Fuck it. And it's because he can't do a backflip. I'ma say it. The boys can't cartwheel. They can't backflip. They can't somersault. They under pressure. So what else? We gonna play on mental health. Ooh, well played. Bravo. Oh, you are so smart. I'm smarter. Okay? So now the boys are in a crisis. We gonna see Kai Cenat, and I'm gonna do those videos individually. Kai Cenat is learning how to read. He's calling his mom and setting up the cameras. They're having a heart-to-heart. How's this angle? Uh-huh. Yes, mother. We see Ty Lil He's having a mental breakdown, and we're gonna respect people and their mental health. But if they knew how to do a backflip, I just don't think this would have been the aim. Okay, I'm not as mean as you think. I just say the real shit. So now let's break it down. Let's start with Ty Lil. Let's see what's eating him.
And I just keep moving on. I be proud of myself, but I just want more. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I just want more, and I just want more. Then I just want more. So a lot of shit, I don't even show no emotion. Like, I just give myself a pat. I just give myself a pat on the back, and I just keep moving on. I was just rewatching everything I did, bro. I was so tired. I ain't gonna lie, every day I was so tired, bro. A lot of times I like.
All right, what was that about? Let's just get the caption. What's the summary? What is the summary? Sorry, y'all. That's what I get for being evil. It starts
How would you
from the top. How will I ever bounce back? Sorry. What was the caption for that heartfelt video from Ty Lil? Emotional after revealing he only made $500K in his last stream, as he usually makes way more. Says he might have to find a new career. Did he actually say that, or is that a they just tried to get in? Is that engagement farming? What? Who knows? I already made up my mind. I'm a mean girl. Whatever. So that's, that's how we counter not being able to do a cartwheel, right? And I always have to announce this. When presented with new information, I'll change my mind because I'm just here to get jokes off. Like, there's nothing so detrimental to what I stand for that I can't change my mind after presented with new information. I don't watch these videos. Maybe after watching the video, I'm going to say, oh, my fault, Kai. I was just trying to get a joke off. You really are sincere. So let's see if I have a change of heart. Let's go into the videos of Kai.
Honestly, the reason why I started reading was because I didn't like the way I spoke. To be honest, I wanted to articulate myself better, and I noticed when I got into arguments and I had to get a point across, people were not taking me serious at all at serious moments, and I would have anxiety build up, and then I would start over my words and I not know what happened. So hopefully me reading, and I also have been writing as well, helps improve the way I articulate myself. Also, another reason why I want to read more, because I feel like as I am making my venture into clothing, I feel like when people have to ask me questions about the garments that I end up releasing, I should be able to articulate myself perfectly and explain.
Respected, I love it. This right here is not a gimmick. It is real life. 1 for 1. Now, let's move into the mental health videos. Gee, God damn it. Hey, Kai, can you donate a little money so I can get like some technology? And I won't speak about you again, but you're gonna have to give me some money for that. Let's go into the mental health videos and see how I feel about that.
I know at times, usually I'm able to handle a lot of stuff by myself and find ways through it, but I just needed some advice on just pursuing life and goals that I have, to like how to find the confidence and the real commitment to pursue them. Because usually at the times I've achieved so much and I've been able to knock down goals I always wanted to do, and my mindset in my head, it's just like a lot of self-doubt. I'm not even depressed. I'm not sad. It's just for some reason I'm having like a lot of self-doubt because it's out of fear of stepping back from what I'm primarily known for, which is content creation, and pursuing in another goal. One thing I wanted to ask you is like, how do you at times get over self-doubt? Or
the dramatic music didn't help, but gimmick. I'm sorry. And it's not even like a hardcore gimmick. It's just, let's fall in love with the process. We seen when he deviated from content creation because he plateaued, and we fell in love with his vulnerability. And I just know marketing. Get your money. Long as you share it, I don't care. If you're not going to share, I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be a hater, okay? You can't expect poor people to be happy for you. We're not happy. So I really feel like it is a gimmick for us to follow him into the clothing venture that they say Kanye's helping him with. Not impressed. All right. What else we got going on before I venture off into the blogs. Girl, you gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to get one over on me, okay? Or just pay me off. All right. It be things I be having. Oh, I wanted to see this. Max B confirms he backed out mid-interview on lip service. Let's see why.
And we gonna let y'all go. I got a clip that we dropped from about Max B because we did lip service, right? Look. Wait,
People
here.
don't know that Max B got you suspended on lip service.
Yeah, but he didn't get us suspended. I never got suspended. We just had to put a curtain up.
Why?
When Max B did lip service, he definitely took his stick out during the interview.
Something about that shit the other day.
You put your thing out?
I said my shit was small. I'm like, what? What the fuck you talking? She was like, let me see. I was like, this. Yeah, I said,
That's crazy.
I said, look, I crazy. She said, I said, look, I said, I'm a show, a grower, not a show.
You pulled your joint out Sirius Radio?
I pulled my pants down.
Back the him out.
She said, he had his pants down so long, he must have forgot they was down. She said, he had to tell him, like, yo,
soon as I went up
fix
there,
up.
they started bum rushing me on some shit. But, you know, they know I'm fucking, yo, what's up? You on some fake? Like, we heard you running around pimping. You always talking about your dick. Like, what's up? I'm like, what? This how y'all coming? Let me see. Yo. What was that, Mimi? Mimi said, let me see. Huh. Throw the naked man on it. I did the naked man on him. Look, I'm from here, Max. My shit was dangling. She was like,
I am confusion. I got a better question. What year did Angela Yee's lip service come out? (2010 to 2011). What year did Max B go to jail? 2009. Somebody help me carry the one. Is this an interview before or after he was engaged? Because before I give my opinion, I would like to know the sequence of events. Did you pull your dick out in a room full of women while you was engaged? Because you've been in jail. 16 minus carry the one. I'm getting green. What? I don't know what to do. System overload. Didn't he just come home? So that was somebody's husband? I don't know. It ain't mine, right? Okay, that's how I detach and that's how I cope. Not my husband, not my concern. But they saying Angela Yee had to cut an interview short because he backed out the hammer. I don't know. Was that somebody's husband? All right. Once again, I know where my hammer is, okay? Anything else before I go to the blogs? Don't care. I want to clear up a rumor, right? So, y'all was saying that Pooh Shiesty was back home. Sorry, jail is not his home. Y'all was saying Pooh Shiesty was back in jail, right? He made the song first day out, and then y'all say he needed to make a new song first day in. That's not what happened. Y'all don't understand jail, and that's okay, because who wants to familiarize jail, right? But there's this thing, and I only know because I was a CO, where you have two different dates. You have your CR, conditional release, and then you have your release date if you're a bad boy and they just max you out, right? So one is a date for good behavior, one is a date for bad behavior. That's all. They're saying that y'all are looking at his bad behavior date of April 11th, and y'all thought that he was reinstated, and he's not. His team reached out and said, hey, so y'all are good kids, and that's a good thing. Y'all don't know jail, and jail has two release dates. Y'all looking at the date that if he maxed out his sentence, that he would have been released, that he is on some kind of like home, sorry, I got the Nicki nose, Sorry. He is, does have like this half home situation where he's not outside unfiltered. So that's going on. But the boy is not in prison, okay? He is, y'all looking at the wrong dates. Now, let's go over to the blogs. Let me close out my other screens. And I want to get ghetto. So y'all know I do not like the Shade Room. I say it, but I'll be over there when I need to talk about people. I just, I think people who make the commitment to follow the page have a low IQ, and then they double down and make a commitment to argue in the comments. I'm a shadow watcher. I gotta make an excuse for me. I only started going over there when I needed to talk about people to get up out the hood. That does make me better. That's how I rationalize it. All right, so we're gonna go to the Shade Room, and we're gonna see what they got going on over there. I saw something that really annoyed me yesterday because I do like Keke Palmer. I like the way she looks. I think she's a good actress. And, I like to see black girls getting money. Now, her choice in men, very questionable. She had that a Z-list celebrity boyfriend. First of all, the boyfriend was a brother to somebody who was barely a celebrity. The boy from Insecure, the tall, light-skinned one, what's his name? We don't know, right? So he's already not important. And then the brother that, 6 degrees of separation of unimportance, right? She let that boy play with her. Tried to tell her what to wear to Usher concert. They put us in the group chat. It sucked. I removed myself. Kind of questioned her, I question everybody's choice in men. Not my kid, right? Then the problem that people had with Keke is, so you removed yourself from a relationship with an abuser, but you bring abusers on your show, right? She had the boy, what's Krishan Pimp name? Blueface on there. She had another abuser on there. So they saying that she makes poor decisions. She's supposed to be smarter than that. You just dealt with an abuser. You keep on giving these abusers a stage. She heard what we said. She had a counter argument. It really wasn't that good. Now, fast forward to yesterday. I was seeing her sitting on Playboy Mac's lap. And I said, what they got my friend over there doing for a check, right? And it may not be for a check. She put on her Instagram, I think I'm in love, and posted her sprawled across the lap of Playboy Max and went on his stream and was kissing him up on the face. Not my kid. All right, so they got that going on over there if you care. What else? Let me tell you something. I got no picks. They a whole 10 years apart. Let me mind my business. I almost judged and I said, you know what? Too many people point a finger. And they, I had a little 9-year gap not too long ago. I had to unfollow her. She's getting dumber as the days progress. I told y'all she's losing the people. She's making poor choices, as they would say. And they're saying in the comments that that's a 10-year gap. I have no picks. I do not care if it's a child. I just don't. I do not like North. I don't. If I never see her again, it's too soon. She too grown, too forced up, too opinionated, too much. Too much for me. And then she'll take a drumstick and go boom, boom, and they go, oh, she's a musical genius. You are not your daddy. Because your daddy retarded, but I could deal with him because the talent is there. You can say a lot of things about Kanye, and they'll be true. But make sure it's all there. You, on the other hand, little girl, Miss Mesty, yes, your bestie. I don't give a fuck if you're 7 or 13 or whatever y'all. It's just not good. It ain't good. You ain't the pappy. The grandfather of the baby, okay? Now y'all gonna keep on trying to stuff her down our throats. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not one of those people that care if it's a kid. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Let's hear it.
Piercing on my hand, the other holding bands, no fan.
Anybody home? What's that about? Is that the devil?
Just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah, I do that on the daily. Changing what it is, don't gonna save me. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my sons are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mean. No fans, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah.
Trash.
Piercing on my hand, the other holding bands. No friends, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah, I do that on the daily. Changing what it is, don't gonna save me. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my sons are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mainstream. Dissed her once, now she wanna replace me. You can never face me, just erase me. Talking a lot lately, I'm not your off crazy. I want more piercings and ties. I love blue hair, put it piercing on my hand, the other holding bands. No fans, just fancy, wanna understand.
That trash one more time.
That's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah, I do that on the daily. Changing what it is, don't gonna save me. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my sons are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mainstream. Dissed her once, now she wanna replace me. You can never face me, just erase me. Talking a lot lately, I'm not your off crazy. I want more piercings and ties. I love blue hair, put it piercing on my hand, the other holding bands. No friends, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah, I do that on the daily. Changing what it is, don't gonna save me. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my sons are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mainstream. Dissed her once, now she wanna replace me. You can never face me, just erase me. Talking a lot lately, I'm not your off crazy. I want more piercings and ties. I don't like it. Piercing on my hand, the other holding bands.
Tat up her fingers and pierce up her fingers like Frankenstein. Bust down electric blue wigs.
No friends, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah, I do that on the daily. Changing what it is, look at my doors. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my sons are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mainstream. Dissed her once, now she wanna replace me. You can never face me, just erase me. Talking a lot lately, I'm not your own crazy. I want more piercings and ties. I love blue hair, put it piercing on my hand, the other holding bands. No friends, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days and I got banned. Skipped the school, yeah, I do that on the daily. Changing what it is, don't gonna save me. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my sons are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mainstream. Dissed her once, now she wanna replace me. You can never face me, just erase me. Talking a lot lately, I'm not your off crazy. I want more piercings and ties. I love blue hair, put it piercing on my hand, the other holding bands. No friends, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand. Went to school for 2 days, then I got banned. Skipping school, yeah, I had to do that on the daily. January the 5th is always gonna save me. Got some new rigs, yeah, they're so crazy. All my songs are hits, you know I'm not lazy. You are so angry that I'm so mainstream. Dissed her once, now she wanna replace me. You can never face me, just erase me. Talking a lot lately, I'm not your all crazy. I want more piercings and tabs. I love blue hair, put it piercing on my hand, the other holding bands. No friends, just fancy, wanna understand. Shopping in Japan, that's where I always stand.
You know how long it took for me to get blue? they let the inmates run the asylum over there, okay? All right. Moving right along. Ghetto. What else? So, let it burn. Carisha is trying another stab at music, and the music is stabbing her, right? They've been on social media. Your daddy's not in there, baby. Your daddy's not in there, okay? You need to just have a seat. I'm not Kim and Kanye. Have a seat, or a seat will have you. Sorry, y'all, my child acting up. Ain't what he did. Went and commenced to having a seat. Carisha went and took a stab at music, and the music took a stab at her. And they on the internet telling her exactly, it's time for you to get your CDL, sis. She said, y'all said I couldn't rap. Y'all said I couldn't talk. Y'all couldn't do nothing but look pretty. Look at me, though. All right. Let's not flow with the stream of the fish, because that's not what I do. Let's hear the music, and let's be our own judge, right? Let's see if we can find a clip. Hold on, there's way more important stuff going on. But we gonna give Carisha a chance. Where's that damn clip? Hold on, y'all. I might have to go to the neighborhood talk for it. Nope. Unreleased Young Miami, y'all. Let's hear it. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my shared screen audio, but they never gonna stop me. Ugh. I'll just pull it up for y'all. All right, unreleased music from Young Miami. This is the song. Well, they're bleeping out the curses, so you're not really getting how awful it truly is. I think it gets worse than that. I'm just old. I have no expectations when it comes to music anymore. I'm one of those people, I'll just lower the window when I'm driving and I'll listen to the wind before I'm subjected to that kind of torture. But outside of my age handicap, I think, Kika said, no, baby, I'm young and I don't, Kika said, no, baby, it ain't got to do with age. I'm young and I just don't like, I think also because I know marketing, I think sometimes they make songs so bad on purpose because a click is a click. And you see how I just clicked it to make fun of it? The monetization's still there. It doesn't like, hey, well, she's not going to make money because y'all clicked it to talk about it. So sometimes I feel like in a marketing scheme, they make it that bad And I feel like sometimes they just don't know. Another person that falls under that, y'all know the girl. We both from the Bronx, so I know that you dirty. Ice Spice. Ice Spice has a song that she made for the SpongeBob soundtrack, and it literally just go big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, like that. And it is so awful, but it has 41 million views right now on YouTube. So I don't know if we're like in an alternate universe where they're doing this on purpose to torture us, and some people are addicted to torture. So, you know, like you can't turn away from an accident like that. I don't know how to make sense of this, but it's overwhelming and underwhelming at the same time. Carisha, please. Literally. I don't know if this is marketing or you just waiting for Diddy to come home, but find you something safe to do because it's not music. It's awful. All right, let's see what else is going on. And why don't I have sound on this thing? I seen Joel Santana with a beat up face. What's going Not that it's funny, but I just think it's funny when grown men use emojis for serious things. I just don't know what it is. I don't think grown men should use emojis. Like, it bothers me. Car crash. I can't take it seriously. It's a serious situation, but the emojis make it like not serious. So let's see what happened to Joel Santana. Did you lose any more teeth? Because that's what you couldn't afford to do. Let's get into some details. Wishing Santana a full recovery. He shared a photo with some bruises on his face. Car crash. That's all the information we got. Can you believe we live in an era where people pull up cameras to cry, to show their hospital wristbands, I just don't. I gotta adapt to my surroundings. I was born in '86. I was born by the river. We barely had black and white cameras, but this is just a very profound time. Pray for Santana if you got prayers to waste. Me, on the other hand, I do not. What else is going on the internet? Make me care about something. Make me feel something, y'all. Nope. I'm going to tell you what somebody else said. It wasn't me. It was somebody else. And it was on Twitter. And I didn't save it because I wasn't going to say it. Not even going to laugh because I don't want y'all to think I agree or disagree. I'm just telling the news. I agree with whatever's on the teleprompter. You ever seen Anchorman? Anything. He'll read anything you put on the teleprompter. Just put it on the teleprompter. And he said, go fuck yourself, San Diego. They said, why would you say that? I'm an Anchorman fan. You won't get it. But just like Ron Burgundy, I say anything on the teleprompter. Someone said, I don't think it's right. Even I got limits. I ain't going to... Let me just start the video over and see. Nope. Yeah, for the first time, it's too much. Nope. Yep. Exactly. Nope. I ain't going to say it. Next story. All right. Y'all almost got me to be more evil than I actually am. And that's a lot. What's going on? So, this is the boy. What's his name again? Jason Lee. No, the way no one knew he had a third kid. Listen, where the boy came from, because they was, without saying, they was dragging the boy, the son, on Twitter. All right, and that's as much as I'm a cover, but y'all fill in the blanks. Jason Lee, what he owns, not Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked. He is the owner of the blog Hollywood Unlocked, right? And he ran for a seat, some political council in California and he won it, which is just crazy for me. It's just, the boy be, allegedly coked up. He's messy. You like it, I love it. Okay? It's not like politics are professional and classy these days. So go ahead. Maybe it's right up the political alley for the social climate. I've just been seeing him beefing with Joe Budden so much lately, and I don't know why. So let me see if it's anything important. Jason Lee responds to Joe Budden regarding his remarks, clearing his name in a wilding out investigation. An investigation on what?
Just here winding down my vacation.
Oh, so we don't have volume on this anymore. So what's that about? Hold on. I'm mute. I ain't playing with y'all. This episode's just gonna be ghetto. Y'all just gonna get the audio third hand. Let me see what this investigation bullshit is about. Because I keep just scrolling straight past it. Hold on. And it better be important. Doubt it.
Just here winding down my vacation with an illustrious facial and Botox treatment because, y'all been trying to get me to crack. But one thing I never do is crack under pressure. And one thing a diamond always does is
And that's why we just will never know. Because I ain't got time. I just don't. It's just, yeah, if you don't get me the first 3 seconds, you lost me. And it was girl. Matter of fact, we got captions for bitches like you. There was 2 hearings held in August and December of 2025 to determine whether Jason Lee was guilty of any financial violations or whether he could defend himself and proceed with an event. So he was being sued and he opted to defend himself. In this investigation noted that an event announcement implied it was meant to promote what? What is it about? Following his name being cleared, Lee hopped on to address Joe Budden regarding his public remarks. See? A whole bunch of words and I don't care. That's what I get. What else we got going on? You know what y'all really been talking about all week? I don't care about that either. If it doesn't pop up, I ain't gonna cover it. Fetty Wap is home if you guys care. See where you move with him. She got too much on her plate right now. Let's see. First day out and still a bitch ass nigga. Go back. Fire. That's fire. That kind of hate is mad admirable. First day out and still a bitch ass nigga is a bar. I ain't had nothing nice to say to you, but when I'm impressed, I'm impressed. How you get out and be an immediate disappointment. What? He even do nothing. All he did was walk out. I hate believing in a nigga that I know I shouldn't believe in, and he proved me the fuck right. Proved me wrong for once, damn. All right, that one was stupid. All right, but the first one, you ate down, okay? I'ma always give y'all things because I want mine, right? Girl, go. Your husband just died, but your boyfriend was there by your side. But was he still your husband? He was. Yeah, go do something else because love ain't for you. That was cute. Every day because I work, and I think I'm gonna round out the show here because we about to hit 2 hours and I got shit to do, right? Not to cut y'all experiment short, but let's just end it here. I work at a bar with older people. I would say my age group is anywhere from 40 to 60. They're cigar smokers. They're older, right? When you deal with older people, I feel like the things that was accepted 30 years ago and the updated version of society, they'll collide. And we all have our pros and cons, and there's a lot of pros in old society, but there's also a lot of cons. And one of the major cons in old society is the acceptance of like male chauvinistic abuse, male superiority. And those older people, they give R. Kelly a lot of grace. And we got a jukebox. They be playing R. Kelly on the jukebox. We got karaoke. We got karaoke night. They be performing R. Kelly. And I be the only person like this. I really can't get jiggy to songs that was inspired by sexual attraction to children. You remind me of my Jeep. Whole time the Jeep is a Fisher-Price Jeep. You thinking it's a Jeep Wrangler? It's really a Fisher-Price Jeep. Okay? There is no art or artist that supersedes humanity. So you like this man's music so much that you will turn a blind eye to him being a sexual predator. I just cannot have this argument with people and have them be so obtuse to his love for pedophilia. Why do I have to say it? Oh, you don't like R. Kelly? No, I don't like men that like children. Oh, well, die with him. Because I really don't care. I don't care if you live or die. I'm just here to pass out drinks. I don't care. Now, what really disturbed me this week is, so Lil Wayne's daughter has a podcast now. Whoop-de-doo, everybody, right? You get a mic. They have access to the celebrities and counter celebrities and celebrity adjacent people that can get stories that commoners can't get, right? So, despite my disgust for these everyday podcasts, Reginae Carter has a podcast and she got R. Kelly's daughter on the podcast. You remind me of my Fisher-Price Jeep. Crazy, huh? On this podcast, Reginae has R. Kelly's daughter. R. Kelly's daughter admits to being sexually abused by R. Kelly. But I still love my father. Victim mentality, Stockholm syndrome, all the isms that you could think of, right? When I go to work and this conversation comes up again, and I say to them, not only was he a pedophile, under his pedophilia, he practiced incest. What? Do you know I already know these people are not going to care? Why does it take so much for people to care about things that doesn't happen to them? Why is it always not me? Why does no one respect you today, me tomorrow? Like, I just don't understand humanity. And I just want to leave y'all with this clip of R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi, addressing her relationship with her father. It's disgusting.
Whoa.
Oh, God damn it. I forgot. And we're going to get this kink fixed. I don't know why the audio isn't working on my shared screen. But don't worry, because I'm just going to play it from my phone, because this is something that just needs to be shared and discussed. Sorry for a ghetto show, but I had a blast, okay? Let me keep scrolling. Just keep swimming. Keep swimming.
Well, one, I'm going to look at the camera when I say this. Please, I love my father, okay? It's a big misconception that there is hate or, like, animosity towards him. It's none of that. At the end of the day, I went through what I went through. My family went through what they went through, and I'm going to hold people accountable. However, that does not reflect how I feel about that man. I love my dad. I support him as the artist that he is. But as a human being, you have a responsibility to uphold, and that's that.
Well, one, your family was tied to this controversy. I just want to know, how was your mental? Like, what did you do to pick yourself up?
Yeah, I think I'm still learning. I'm learning different coping mechanisms and like what is actually the healthiest for me. I think it's no secret at all that I've definitely struggled with like mental health, substance abuse. Now, to be clear, we're not talking hard drugs. I'm talking weed and alcohol. Like, let's start there. But at the end of the day, at certain points in my life, that was definitely something I struggled with, like for real though. And that was a way that I was coping through. But I think more than anything, I try my best to just keep my focus on God. Like, I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are, but I 100% believe in the Lord.
Okay. Okay. Your family was tied to this.
And now they're playing a clip from her on the documentary. And I'm reading the comments. And in the comments, they're arguing about, did she definitively admit that she was sexually abused by him, or did she tiptoe around it? It's one of those things, I don't want to trust them. I'm going to have to watch the documentary for myself. Somebody said, listen, my dad did some disturbing things to me too when I was 19. When you have God, I don't want to hear another. Sorry. Before I wholeheartedly say that he touched her, this is what all the argument's about. Did he touch her or not? I'm not clear. In my cognitive ability, if somebody didn't touch you and that's such a big accusation, that would have been refuted immediately. So there's a lot of rumors about my dad. He never touched me. It seems that because she's saying that she still loves him, it seems that without fully throwing him under the bus, she talks about forgiving him. And there is no refuting of the idea that he did touch her. So it's a lot of things to assume here. But don't worry, y'all. I will give my opinion, which is a fact to me, because I'm a genius. But that is the new Reginae Carter podcast that we needed so much because we don't have enough podcasts. And she's interviewing R. Kelly's daughter. All right, y'all. That is it for today's episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. If you missed any of today's show, that is okay because I will upload this episode to YouTube in the next 10 minutes. When you go to YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, give timestamps, all those things. I appreciate everybody that kept me alive in the live stream comments. Y'all are so cool. Okay, so today is Wednesday. I try to maintain this every Wednesday schedule, so y'all ain't got to look for me. So this is the new year. This is my first show of the new year. I'm going to try to be more consistent with that Wednesday, 12 o'clock time slot, so y'all ain't got to look at me, but things happen. I work a lot. Other than that, y'all know what I need y'all to do for me to keep going. That's right. Go fuck yourselves. Until the next time, peace out. Thank you, Key Kush.